Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Lecture number 2, class 6, topic generations of computer, presented by Hirarshad. Topics to cover in this video are introduction, the generations of computer, first generation, second, third, fourth and fifth generations. Introduction. What is a computer? A computer is a device that can be instructed to carry out arbitrary sequence of arithmetic or logical operations automatically. The ability of computers to follow generalized sets of operations called programs enables them to perform an extremely wide range of tasks. There are many generations of computers such as the first generation, second generation, third generation, fourth generation and fifth generation. The first computer ever made was the Z1 by a German Konrad Zuse between 1936 and 1938. The generations of computer. The generation refer to that state of improvement in the development of a product. This term is also used in the different advancements of information communication technologies. It is a field of IT. With each new generation, the circuitry has gone smaller and more advanced than the generation before it. You can see nowadays, before hard disk or any other storage device which you use was large in size, but now it is very small in size and has a huge capacity. This is the advancement of computer. As a result, the speed, memory and power of the computers have increased proportionally. There are 5 generations of computer, but now 6th and 7th generations are also introduced in the market. The first generation computer were developed by Lee De Forest during the period of 1940s to 1956. A vacuum tube is a device generally used to amplify a signal by controlling the movement of electrons in an evacuated space. The first generation computer used vacuum tubes for circuit and magnetic drums for memory and were often enormous, taking up entire rooms. They were large in size. They were very expensive to operate and produced a lot of heat, often causing malfunctions. You can say that they were dust humorous, they were very large in size, they were very costly, expensive. Nobody can, not everybody can buy them and use them. They were only for technicians and literate people which know about computers, but not for those who didn't know anything about the computers. The characteristics of the first generation computers are the following. Operating system of first generation computer were very slow. You can say that the operating systems such as Windows or any other which used those days were very slow. Machine language was used for programming first time in this computer. First generation computer were unreliable. They were difficult very to program and use. UNIVAC, EDVAC, EDVAC, EDSAC and ENIAC computers are example of first generation computing devices. You can see here, these are the view of vacuum tubes used in these computer. Next one, second generation. Second generation computer were invented in 1947 by 3 scientists, J. Bardeen, H. W. Brattain and W. Shockley, but were not widely used until the 50s. A transistor is a small device made up of semiconductor materials like germanium and silicon. It was placed on the it was replaced for vacuum tube. Instead of vacuum tube, transistor were used. The size of machine were small as compared to first generation computer. The transistor made the second generation computer faster, smaller, cheaper, more energy efficient and more reliable than the first generation computer. This was the advancement of technology. Although it generated huge amount of heat which could damage the computer, it was still better than vacuum tube. Second generation computer used the low level language, machine level language and assembly language, which made the programmers easier to specify the instructions. In second generation computers, magnetic core was used as primary storage. Second generation computer had faster input output devices, which thus brought improvement in the computer. IBM International Business Machines 7000 was the example of second generation of computer. Atlas, IBM 1401, IBM 650, NCR 304 and Mark 3 are also example of third generation computer. You can see the transistor which is smaller than the vacuum tubes. It take place vacuum tube, and the size of second generation computer were small than the first generation computer. Next, third generation computers. During the period of 1964 to 1971, the third generation computer were developed by Jack Kilby and Robert Noyce. The third generation computer used integrated circuits. The technology used in these computers were not vacuum tube nor the transistor. It was integrated circuits. Integrated circuit, sometimes called a chip or microchip, it was smaller, is a semiconductor wafer on which thousands or millions of tiny resistors, capacitors and transistors are fabricated. Transistors were miniaturized and were placed on silicon chips, which increased the speed and efficiency of computers. The third generation computer were faster, more reliable, smaller and cheaper compared to the second generation computer. You can see as we move next and next generation, the computer will be smaller and then smaller. They are more reliable than the first generation, second generation, the generation before these generation we reading. It was the advancement, it was the enhancement in technology. It was due to the invention of integrated circuits that high level language was developed. You can say that in second generation computer, assembly language was used and low level language, which is not more reliable as compared to high level language. High level language is near to human beings, but the assembly language and machine language was very technical, and it was nearer to hardware, not human beings. It was nearer to machine. They were able to reduce computational time and had low maintenance cost. They were smaller in size as compared to first and second generation computers. Example of third generation computers are PDP 8, PDP 11, ICL 2900, IBM 360 and IBM 370. You can see that integrated circuit were like that. These are smaller in size, are microchips used in the computer, through which the size of computer reduced, the electricity which they use were reduced, the space which they carry, the size also reduced due to this technology. Fourth generation. The fourth generation computer uses microprocessor, which was first introduced by Intel, invented by their employee Ted Hoff. Intel is a company which made computers. A microprocessor is a computer processor which incorporates the function of a computer's CPU on a single integrated circuit, or at most a few integrated circuits. In microprocessors, thousands of integrated circuits are built onto a single silicon chip, which means more speed, accuracy and reliability. The fourth generation computers are the cheapest among all the computer generation. Many high level languages were developed in the fourth generation, such as COBOL, Fortran, BASIC, Pascal and C language. The fourth generation computers emerged with development of VLSI, very large scale integration. Some examples of fourth generation computers are IBM 4341, DEC 10, Star 1000, PUP 11 and Apple II. You can see here microprocessor are small chips which contain many integrated circuits on it. Fifth generation. The fifth generation computer have not still been developed, as it is in its developmental stage. In fifth generation computers, sixth generation, seventh and beyond generations are under development. Artificial intelligence is AI, also machine intelligence MI, is the apparently intelligent behavior by machines rather than the natural intelligence of humans and other animals. The goal of the fifth generation is to develop the device which could respond to natural language input and are capable of learning and self-organization. Quantum computation and molecular and nanotechnology will be used in this technology. It is said that the fifth generation computer will use super large scale integrated circuit chips. They will be able to recognize images and graphics. They will be able to use more than one CPU for faster speeding processing. You can say that parallel processing will be done in fifth generation computers. Artificial intelligence are intended to work with a natural language. It means that computer can think like human beings. It will happen in the future. So we can, but now we can say that it is now happening in the form of robot. They think they can carry the things like human beings. They are working in restaurants, they are working in hotels management system, they are working in hospitals as a nursing robot, they are playing music as musician robots. It's like artificial intelligence. So we can say that artificial intelligence will have the power of human intelligence. Here is an example of artificial intelligence. Thank you. These were the 5 generations of computer. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa